Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now? I think you can. So you can put it in the chat, and then I can see your comments. Let me know if you do hear me now. If anybody can chat and let me know, that would be great. It works. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank God I have my team here behind me. Speaking of teams, can you hear me now? I can hear now that, let me see here. We got some of you. Alicia, can you hear me now? I think I fixed the problem. Connor, maybe you can confirm if you can hear me. It's okay, we'll take a bit of time here if we need to double check this. You can hear us. You can hear me. Yay. That's awesome. Thank you so much for confirming. You know, tech world, remote, hybrid, you know, we got to put on all the hats, right? The leader, the manager, the motivator, the team builder, the tech savvy, the AI prompt expert. Welcome to 2024. Welcome to our world post-COVID and during COVID, right? So anyway, let's get right to it. Thank you so much for having my back. I think that that's very apropos and looking at the subject at hand right now. But let me just jump right in. Again, I'm really happy, since you didn't hear me at the beginning, I'm really happy to go live. This is a new platform, so obviously I had some technical issues, but thanks so much. Today we're talking about cutting the cliches, and I'm going to be sharing 5 activities that are very, very interesting and relevant, that are things that you can facilitate yourself, okay? What is the real point of this webinar and why we're doing this, right? Today we need more than we needed before. Leaders put on many hats. And as I said, today I'm wearing a lot of hats. But as leaders, I want to talk about you, HR professionals, managers, supervisors, C-suite. We are becoming more, and we have more responsibilities, especially on our team building approach, and how we empower our people, and how we can lead more effectively and foster a culture that is very, collaborative and innovative. And the problem is that nobody really trained us to do that, right? We needed to learn this on our own. I mean, thank God for HR professionals in our organization, because they really help us with training, but they themselves need also the support, right? So all this to say that this webinar is really geared towards anybody managing a team, whether it's HR professionals or anybody that has a team of 2 or 3 people or more, right? And this is really, the goal is to share kind of tips to enhance your leadership and motivation within the team, improve internal communication, and resolve conflicts more effectively, and how these activities and these tools can help boost team productivity, right? We've seen that, we're able to, with certain team building activities and certain team building strategy, we're able to boost productivity up to 50%. This is huge. And of course that affects everything. It affects everything: morale, mental health, diversity, being able to communicate better, being more efficient at what we do, retention rate, culture, attracting talent. There's so much that all of this does, all of these activities and all these intentions in building a team and being conscious of it. So moving on here, let me ask you this. Does this sound like you? Okay. These are the challenges that many team leaders come to us and come to me specifically for, I can build the trust. I can have people communicate better. We're having trouble with being in a remote kind of setting or a hybrid setting. People are not motivated. They don't want to connect. And I'm having trouble designing something or hiring somebody that could design a team building activity that is really exciting and boost my has a good ROI, return on investment. It really, these activities boost the morale, and then after a couple of months the morale is down. It's not sustainable. It costs a lot of money. A lot of frustrations going on. And the last point, how do you get everybody engaged, get everybody participating onto these webinars? How can you get them really excited about it, right? So we're faced with these challenges. These are facts, okay? I'm sure you probably have more than that. And of course, this is where we come in. You all know who I am, but maybe if you don't, I don't expect everybody to know who I am. I am Claire Hayek, the founder and CEO of MSP Teambuilding, which stands for Mind, Soul, and Purpose. And we have a great track record with SMEs all the way to Fortune 500s. And the way I put it, that what we do is we train your team for a marathon and not for a sprint. Okay, this is very important because in a marathon, we are agile, we're resilient, we're able to tackle any challenges that come our way, etc. Whereas a sprint, it's all little boosts and then it's dips and boosts and dips, right? What I also say, and really paint a good picture, is that what we do is we build the box around your team with tailored programs, because there's no one team solution for everyone. And this is why I wanted to discuss and share these activities with you that could be tailored to your team. Okay, so what are the what am I going to share today? Okay, we're going to be looking at these activities in order for you to implement in-house, whether you have a budget or you don't have a budget. Obviously, if you have a budget, you can hire somebody to do it. But more and more, to be quite honest with you, I see a lot of people talking about, budget cuts, mergers. A lot of things are, a lot of movement within the company. We don't have the budget. And unfortunately, they end up with a barbecue or an outing or a little strategy meeting with little dinner. It's great for team building, don't get me wrong, but there's so much you can do in-house with little to no budget. And that's why I'm here today to share that with you. And so this is what we're going to talk about. These are the actual results, and that will complement these activities. So we want to have a diverse perspective. We want to be complementary in our skill sets. We want to foster a collaborative mindset, and we want the team to have an aligned purpose. Okay, so what are the advantages to these innovative team building activities? Like I said, they have the potential to transform completely your team and for them to be sustainable. So this is very important, again, because more and more we see teams or leaders being reactive and not proactive towards their team building, their team performance, and team building strategies, right? So we want to be proactive, and we want every effort to build on the other one, so we can keep going up on that curve, as opposed to giving them the boost of the morale, and everybody's happy and it's a big kumbaya moment, and then all of a sudden it dips right down, and then here we go again. We got to build it from scratch, right? So let's dive right in. Okay, well, I've wasted a bit of time here in the beginning with my audio, but hey, man, we try, right? So here are the 5 activities. Look, again, there's so many activities. There's so many ways to do this. I had to choose 5 because we're limited in time, of course. And I've chose ones that are very creative and very out of the ordinary. Some you'll be familiar with, and some you won't. Okay, so I'm kind of teasing you here, so I'm just going to dive right in. And again, just wanted to let you know that I'll be taking some Q&As at the end of the session, and I will extend the session if necessary. Not a problem. If you have time to chat with me, I will address each comment. And if I don't have time to address each comment, I will address them post LinkedIn Live, and I will answer every single comment after the event, because I understand that you all have schedules and all that. Okay, so here we go. One of the first activities that I would like to talk about is creating a team vision mural. Now, this could be done at the office. I strongly encourage that you do it at the office. This could be done. I'm not going to go into details on how to do it. Again, we're limited on time, but I'm sure this will give you a good idea. I want to open up your mind today on the possibilities, as opposed to give you all the little teeny details, right? So if you can use a wall, a large wall in the office, and use it to represent your team vision and your goals, this could be done at the office in the CAF, or if you don't want to use the wall, you can use a large canvas, right, and put it on the wall. With that activity, not only encourages people to come to the office, but it's also fun, and people can express themselves. So people can add words, drawings, symbols that actually represent their personal aspiration and their team aspirations, their goals, their dreams, their purpose, why they work here and why they belong and why they love it. And it also will feature their diversity, right? Everybody's unique. So, and a lot of times what we do, we discover a lot of hidden talents, right? So this is a great collaborative artwork that at the end of the day is decorating the workspace. And it also serves as a daily reminder that the team is here, even though they're not always at the office, and they have a shared goal, they have a shared purpose. So now a lot of leaders say, well, what if it looks really bad? Don't worry about that. It won't. Trust me. You will be surprised on how creative and talented people are. And it also instills the trust, right? You're telling your people, I trust you're gonna really pour your heart into this, and you're just gonna scratch and put a smiley face. Although just putting a smiley face is good too. We all need a smile. All right. So it's not about judgment, it's not about performance, it's just about communication and collaboration and being inclusive, whether we're good artists or not, right? There's no prerequisites here. Okay. Moving on to the next one, bridge building challenge. Now this one is a bit of a exciting one, because you're just gonna gather, go to Home Depot, Staples, or dollar store, right, and gather a whole bunch of material like straws, tape, paper, and get the teams to build their version of a bridge, right? Of course, provide some tools. Don't go crazy with wood and hammers and drills. You don't have to do that. But you'll be surprised on what they can come up with. And the idea is about brainstorming, planning and execution, project management, and how we can collaborate and work together. And again, it's all about encouraging how we can solve problem-solving skills, how we can improve our problem-solving skills, and how we can really just have fun together and communicate, right? So this one is a lot of fun, and it's very physical. So first one was creative, this one is physical. The next one is silent lineup, right? Yes, that one is really exciting. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna ask your team members to line up silently, so nobody can talk, okay? So everybody's silenced, just facial communication or just physical communication, and they're gonna line up in order of their birthdays, or their length of service, or any other characteristics that you choose for the exercise without them speaking. And this one is great for nonverbal communication, and it encourages the members to find fun and creative ways to communicate or convey the information, which is tough. So it's a fun challenge, and everybody actually ends up laughing a lot and giggling. So it's a good one for paying attention to nonverbal cues, right? Which is very important, especially with remote teams and hybrid teams. The next one is drum roll, TED style talks. Yes. I don't know if you you can share that in the chat. Actually, I'm curious to see if any of you have tried this one. But what this is about is that team members are going to prepare a short, impactful talk on topics that they are passionate about. It doesn't have to be work related. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. So this could be done at like a lunch and learn, or just kind of a keynote where somebody from the team, you can have a sign up sheet and people can just join, and you will discover a lot of hidden talents, hobbies, personal stories and journeys, and professional expertise you had no idea that your team had. So this one is very exciting, and also it encourages people to foster communication and get better at public speaking. A lot of people are scared of public speaking, and if you provide that platform, it'll push them to get out of their comfort zone. In a way, you're supporting them. And again, you have to create a space where it's safe. Nobody's being judged, right? That goes without saying. I don't think I had to mention that, but it's important. This is not a time where you make jokes and tease each other or anything like that. This is all about supporting each other and listening. It's all about the message. Okay. Can't believe we're already at the fifth one, and this one is escape room. Okay, like I told you, I'm going to share one that is a lot of people know, but this is kind of the do-it-yourself version. This is not the escape room where you go somewhere and you pay a company to design it for you. Okay, so you're going to do it your own version, and you can use a conference room with puzzles and clues related to your company history, mission, your products, or anything else you decide to do. And the teams must come together and work together to solve the puzzles within a set time limit, right? Like an escape room, in order to escape the room. So this one is great to just to do something fun, get people engaged. And you can do like a happy hour after. It doesn't have to be with alcohol, but you can bring some food. You can do this on Thursday after work, or just to, once a month, just all of these activities, any of these activities, you can schedule them once a month. So you keep people coming back to the office. You keep people excited about seeing their teammates, and you encourage people to foster that collaboration. And basically just to keep bonding. If you have any questions, like I said, please add them in the chat, as I will be answering some questions at the end. We have about 10 minutes, but like I said, since we lost 5 at the beginning, I'm gonna extend the session as necessary to answer your questions. If you just joined us, please, again, write any comments or any questions you may have. If I don't get to address them at the end of the session, I will answer them post-session. Okay, now, what usually a lot of people ask is like, how do we do this? How do we implement these activities? I don't have time, I don't have the budget, I'm not a good team builder, I'm not interested in hosting. There's so many ways to do this. And the cool part about this is that there's ways and there's a process. There's a system and a process that will help you do that. We've developed a whole bunch of different tools, easy to use templates and stuff like that can really help you implement these with little to no time consumption. And these processes are important because, again, a lot of people don't have time. And one thing is to use these tools. Another thing is to have a sign-up sheet where everybody in the team can sign up to host or facilitate an activity. You can choose these activities for the whole year ahead of time, or you can get people to suggest their own, right? And then you have a sign-up sheet. And what you're doing here is you're supporting, maybe you can unlock a little teeny budget. You're supporting your teammates with the initiative. You're getting them engaged. You're getting them committed. And you're getting them to shine. You're giving them a chance to show their leadership skills and to maybe, even if, some people have trouble or they're not sure how to do it, maybe they'll be excited to team up with another team member and facilitate it. So it's not only on the leader's shoulders, but the leader can help and support the team members in the whole thing, right? There's so many ways to do it. Like I said, we can help you. We provide a very specific step-by-step process on how to do this, and that's what we do. We're here to add value and help you along the way. So keep in mind, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to take a lot of time, because yes, everybody's busy, and yes, you are busy, and I totally understand that. But I promise you that this, taking the time, whatever little time that you have to do this, is gonna win you in the long run. Is going to build your team, is going to get your performance up, your productivity. People are going to bond. You're going to have less turnover rates. It's all in the sustainable efforts and not in the little boosts that just give you a dip and cost a lot of money. Okay, now a lot of also leaders ask, is this successful? Is this going to work? It does. It does. It's all about your intention, and it's all about, again, being proactive about it and just keep at it. Don't just get excited about it and then cancel it because we have an urgent meeting. Carve in a time, a day, specific day in the month. You can say every Friday, third Friday of the month, or something like that. We're going to do this. And otherwise, you can say, okay, that Friday, we're going to move it at a time. There's emergencies. But you don't have to always be there either. So if you're not there, then you can trust your team that they're gonna drive it through, right? So again, it's building that trust. Again, very, very important to keep at it and not drop the ball. Now, I want to talk to you about our team building bootcamp. Again, a lot of people come to me and say, again, I don't have a budget. I don't know how to do this. How can you help me do it? And most of the time, what we do is, we'll charge for our time, like consultation fee, and we'll help our clients build their strategy and build their team building activities, and basically just come to see us as necessary. And a lot of people have been expressing interest in some kind of course or boot camp. Teach me how to do this. Tell me how to do this. How can I improve productivity? Give us the tools. Make it easy for me and make it worthwhile. So this is where the Team Builder Bootcamp comes in. And what it does is it really helps your team connect and boost productivity and helps you design and run team buildings that are effective, and makes you look like a pro, basically. And again, if you don't want to do them, you can train your team to do it. So this special, basically, team builder program that we're designing is really focused on helping you get it done. Okay, you want to enhance your leadership and team motivation skill. It is you want to learn how to design cost-effective solutions. You want to learn how to improve communication and reduce conflicts. This is the boot camp that will do that. The way it works, and I'm going to run quickly through this. It's 6 one-hour sessions and includes Q&As. So it's not just learning. It's a lot of applying. It's a lot of sharing amongst other leaders in the course. This is live. This is not pre-recorded, and we tackle real issues that you have, and you learn from other leaders. We'll have breakout rooms where you get to brainstorm and get to know each other and build a network of leaders where you learn from each other and from each other's challenges, as well as come up with solutions that actually are effective, and we're here to support you with that. It's 6 one-hour sessions. The next one starts on May 28th, and it runs Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 to 11 a.m. EST. Now, all of these are recorded. If you miss one, you don't have to worry about it because you can always catch up. But I strongly suggest that you try to join as much as you can, okay? Even if you have to run it in the background and do work, it's better than you not showing up. You really will learn a lot from what people share. We also include a free ebook on team engagement. We will share AI tools on how to design and run effective team building. And we will also share some templates. You will learn tools on leadership with hybrid teams, how to run and design cost-effective team building activities, how to be more productive, how to improve communications, like I said. You will get throughout the period an unlimited support between your sessions, so you have access to me 24/7. Okay, not after 6 p.m. please, but you know what I mean. We'll have a chat that our team will be able to reply to any questions you may have. Just kidding, by the way. You will also be encouraging a certified diverse supplier like MSP Teambuilding, which drives your SDG number 5. Those of you that want to drive their ESG scores, this is a great one. And it is a risk-free 100% guarantee course. We're going to do everything so you're happy and that this brings value to you. And we're so sure that it will, that we're not really afraid to include that. Now, it's easy. It's right now. I mean, you have a choice, right? Do you really want to leave the odds up there and just, as a leader, depend on a budget that could be there or not there for somebody to come and, that you would hire or recruit to do a team building for you? Or do you want to take matters at hand and do something that is sustainable, that will train your team in the long run and allow them to be more effective? And I just wanted to share a fact here, a statistic, that did you know that the turnover cost range between 30% to 150% of an employee's salary, depending on what industry you're in? And it could cost businesses up to $15.5 million a year. This was actually published in Harvard Business Review. It's actually amazing when you look at this and wonder, wow, and this is the actual cost of me not acting. So I just wanted to, before I leave you here with some links, I wanted to share a really cool quote by Michael Jordan. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. It's really, I find it amazing how little we invest about in our teams. We invest a lot on team development. We invest a lot on team performance. We do that. I know a lot of organizations do that, but team building is a bit underrated. And it's this activity that we do once a month, but it should be a thing that is done every month in-house with little to no budget. So before I wrap this up, I want to just share with you the link here for the sign up. You can scan the QR code. And what we're doing is, because we're really cool and we really want you to join this, and this is not about money for us, we really believe that we want to make an impact on leaders, and we want to help build relationships with leaders and their teams. With everything that I've noted and I've included with this team builder bootcamp, it's pretty much around $1,500, and it's an exclusive offer that I'm sharing with you today at $497. This is tax included, and again includes 6 sessions. And if you scan the QR code, it'll bring you to a landing page, and you'll see all the details. There's Q&As there, and I will also answer your Q&As right at the end here. I'm going to tackle the comments. So I'm going to keep this on here on the screen, and I'm also going to share. Because I just love you guys for showing up, girls and gals and boys and guys, sorry. I want to share a QR code that you'll see here on the top. This QR code is to download a free ebook on how to motivate and engage your team that I myself published and wrote. It's also available on Amazon and Kindle, an audiobook. And it's also being shared in the chat. So please do click the link. It's a free copy for you. And I will also share the French version that will the QR code just showing up right now, that you could also scan in order to download it. Again, it'll also be shared in the comments. All right, so it's already 12:01. I do want to look at some of the comments that you have. Let me just scroll through right here. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of comments. That's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure. But I do appreciate you taking the time to join me today. And again, I know a lot of you have been, carved a specific time to be able to join this webinar. What I'm going to do, I'm probably going to follow up on LinkedIn, excuse me, or with a post or a message to my network. We're planning a webinar just to take more time and answer your questions about this actual workshop. And we'll be able to take our time and not be rushed with 30 minutes. So I will share that with you please. So do follow us on LinkedIn and do follow us on all social media so you are aware of this webinar, and we'll share the link with you. I also want to share here quickly a QR code. If you do want to sign up for more information and you do want to join the webinar, you can scan the code, and I'll leave it up here as I bid you goodbye and see you soon. Thank you again for joining me. And please stay tuned on the webinar that we're going to be dedicating for the Team Builder Bootcamp, and we can answer all your questions and see how we can help you and your team. Thanks again, and we'll see you very soon. Bye now.